Why do you feel like an old pair of slippers? Are you just convenience for somebody? Are you comfort for somebody? This has really been coming through. I might just be speaking with one person out there. That's fine. I don't give a shit. Okay? But I can already tell you what's going on with you right now. And you know what? I'm about to give you something in just a minute. It's a seed. I'm going to plant a seed in your head. I'm going to water it. I'm going to pat the soil down because it needs to be there. Okay? Now, relationships are some of the most important part of our incarnation here. You know, it's how we learn, a lot of times how we learn the most about ourselves is through our interactions and things of that nature. Okay? And they are going to either add or subtract from you, one or the other. They're not going to just not do anything, you know. The ones that seem like they're just there, that's because they're barely adding or barely subtracting, but they are doing something. They're not just static, okay? So you find yourself in a situation now. You love this person, but things just ain't the same. And you're almost terrified to live another year or 10 like this. Like what you say, ShanGO? Like this. You know what I'm talking about. Barely elevated over roommate status almost. You feel like fucking roommates. This ain't what you had envisioned when you thought about, hey, let's get together. It's gonna, you know. Who would fucking sign up for that? This is everything that y'all discussed about in the beginning that you didn't want it to become. Right? I'm going to get vulgar. I'm going to get a little this and that. Okay? It's coming. Yeah, it's coming. So, and I know that for some of you, you guys kind of have a victim mentality. Okay? This ain't what that's about either. About, oh, you're such the victim. It's their fault. No. We all play a part. We all have our own part to play. And matter of fact, I'm more or less speaking to those who oftentimes take the accountability in all their interactions, in all their communications, by first and foremost saying, okay, what's my part in this? What did I do? What didn't I do? What do I need to start doing? What do I need to stop doing? You know, what's my part in this soup of capriciousness? You know, what is it? All right? Because if it's something I'm doing, let me change that. The problem comes when you go to talk to your partner, and either one of two things happens, or maybe even both. Number one, yeah, all right. They don't say much, okay? It goes in one ear and out the other, and guess what happens afterwards? That's right, not a fucking thing. Not a fucking thing. Or they get defensive and want to start finger pointing at you. So now you guys are fucking, shooting little pebbles at each other now, and nothing gets resolved out the interaction, out the conversation. It just, matter of fact, feelings just get hurt, and the shittier feelings are just now more intensified and set in their place. And I know that you've been tired of being on that, and you've asked yourself, damn, how many conversations do I gotta initiate about? If I'm not happy, I should theoretically be able to speak to my partner. And I mean, the hallmark of a good relationship, one of the foundational legs is communication. Without communication, how can you keep having trust? How can you keep watering that love? All that, they all depend on each other. The love, the trust, the communication, all that shit. But how many times do I got to talk to this person you've been thinking? I mean, how much do I feel like I'm trying to bitch and complain this person into being the type of person that will just give me what I want or what I feel I deserve. And I want to say something to you right now off the top. You're not wrong for wanting what you want, for desiring what you desire. Because some of you have been made you most to feel guilty. And when it comes to thinking about, man, I'm thinking about leaving this shit. You kind of also feel guilty. Well, I don't want to be the kind of person that just quits and this and that. Okay, are you going to fucking live without, though? Are you prepared for that? You're not getting watered. You're not getting fed. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Are you prepared for that? Is that what it is? And why? What kind of pride is that? Is that the end all be? Is this the end all be all for you? You got to ask yourself that, you know? No, it's not going to be hard. I've already explained this in my book, okay? When you get together, you form a relationship. That relationship becomes its own entity, okay? And what has also happened for many, many of us in relationships, and can be very dangerous too. We start basically on a subconscious level, accept almost like we accept our partner's view of us as our own. You know, and that's why when you, well, I want to start working out now, or I want to start doing this, or I want to do something like this, and they're like, you're not being yourself. Well, who the fuck are you then? Because aren't you supposed to be able to change also? If you wanted to just go take a fucking dance class now, and you 50, yeah, it may not be typical, but fuck typical. If that's what you want to do, and that's what you feel led to do, then you should be able to do it. You know, but all that shit aside, I want to put this seed in there. Okay, there's 7.5 billion people on the planet, probably more, around 800. I mean 8 billion. Give or take a few 100 million. Okay? I want you to know, and this is the whole point of this whole fucking thing. There are people, there are multiple, I mean, there are multitudes of people who would basically worship you just the way you are right now. Not if you went and did this, not if you went and lost this, not if you started doing this, not if you stopped doing that. Just the way you are right now, and would genuinely fucking appreciate you. And that's one of your main things you've been craving for. If anything, I mean, that probably supersedes a lot of shit for you. But you need to understand that. And maybe your world isn't that big right now or up until now. But I want you to take that little box that you got inside and start to expand it. Even just in the way you see it and the way you think it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's true. You don't have to go without. And I'm going to give you another little hint, little diagnostic tip. If some of the problem is you got to try and work, either one of you or both of you, got to try and work on getting your pussy wet or your dick hard for your partner again. Unless it's due, because I know this. The bedroom. Outside the bedroom. Outside the bedroom affects what goes on inside the bedroom. Just like if shit's fucked up inside the bedroom, it's going to fuck shit outside of the bedroom. Okay? But in this particular instance, if outside the bedroom has been fucking up the inside, and then you guys can alleviate, heal, or get that shit cleared up, and then things start rolling again, great. But if it's just to the point where now I gotta try to feel attracted, or to feel that, just that regular, that baseline of passion, of lust, you know, of appreciation that this person is in your life, you know, of, man, I just want to gobble them up, you know, even though there's problems, right? You still want to gobble them. Okay, if you have that baseline, there's still hope. But if the partner, your partner, or you, or both of you, are really just like fucking roommates now, I'm going to say, even Jesus said, if you lukewarm, I'm going to spit you out. You either be hot or you be fucking cold. But I ain't for that middle shit, you know? But WWJD, JC had it right on that one. I got to say, he had it right on that one. So I just wanted to leave you with that thought. Okay? I just want to leave you with that thought. Because I know it seems like this is the end all be all, but your end all be all really ain't shit. This relationship, this end all be all, this ain't the epitome of nothing. If you're having that problem, then it ain't. I'm telling you, there's multitudes of people who will appreciate you just the way you fucking are. All right? Peace and blessings. I hope y'all are well.